Hi everybody, this is Teresa from the Thrifty Scrapper blogspot.com. I've been sharing with you how I make my word albums. I have custom order, and if you've missed the first part, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and check that out. The first thing I do with my albums is I paint them with acrylic paint. Do you need to paint them? I don't think so, but I do because I really like the way that the albums are finished off. I like to have my edges looking uniform and my holes painted. I don't like the aspect of the raw chipboard or the wood, so I like to paint them. So I paint each page. It doesn't have to be completely covered. It's just a light coat of acrylic paint. Then I cover them with paper. This is the first letter of this album. It's a B. So how do I cover my albums? I use fabric tack glue. I've tried Mod Podge and I really don't like how it creates bubbles and it makes the paper too wet and it will rip and all sorts of things. Fabric tack is a glue that it's wet but it will dry. It will take a while to dry so you can work with it. It gives you a little bit of time to be flexible. You know, if it wasn't glued exactly the place you want it, you can move the paper and the glue is still tacky so you can work with it. I don't like those tape runners because at the end your paper on the edge they will lift. If you use fabric tack it won't lift. See right there? So what do? Do I cut the paper and then glue it to the album? No. I glue the album to the paper and then I will trim it with a craft knife. And it's very easy. You just decide where you want it. See, and I use the edges. I glue my letter to the edge of the paper and then I trim that off. Let me show you a letter, one that's glued. This is the letter I. That's the second letter of this album. This album spells B-I-K-A-S. BIKAS. It's a nickname for a little girl in Portugal. So anyway, this is the second letter, so I've glued it down. And you see there are little leftovers over there. And that's when I'm going to use my craft knife and I'm going to trim that off. So this is the front. Oops. This is the front of the word. When I finally trim it off, it looks really good. And here's the last letter, so you can see the end result when it's all trimmed off. So I cut the excess off with my craft knife, and then I go with an emerald board and I file all the excess off so that your letter looks nice and neat. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be posting more. Bye bye.